Hi there, sign of Pisces. This is Kim here to do your reading. I hope you're doing really well out there. I truly do. So, how are we going to do this reading? First of all, intro part, let me just get this out of the way. If you need a private reading, I offer those $24 in the description box, and you get a video emailed to you, right? A private link. Also, thank you for showing up. Like, subscribe if you do like the video. What I'm going to do is a breakthrough spread, or a breakthrough pyramid spread. And while I pull out the cards, this is something that I've really only incorporated in a private reading before. So I'm going to incorporate it here on YouTube because it might actually help. I know it helps me channel messages. If you're here, just focus on the flames, the candles, the intent of the energies to connect with this reading so we can figure out what it is you need to have a breakthrough about, what the breakthrough is, your challenge, your strength, your outcome, and your advice. And while I shuffle and deal the cards out, you will have this moment of silence so that I can get the information in. Okay. So let's do this. Two more. Okay, so what we need to have the reading for, the breakthrough, the first message, channel message was through this chaos. Through this chaos. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I have blinders. So something that you need to become aware of or in touch with. Something you need to become aware of or in touch with. I have the Privileged Lady, the Marriage card, and the Page of Cups. Usually this is about a new beginning, a fresh start in something loving, something that's going to bring you joy, perhaps even a career that would be completely changed, a makeover, a glow up, a breakthrough, how to be in a commitment or marriage or bond or partnership where you're treated with a lot of respect and given everything you deserve and more, as the privileged lady would. So it's being wealthy in all aspects. The rich lady energy is about receiving and knowing that that also, money is energy too. And so if you're receiving and you're doing really good with love, self-care, compassion, then why not the finances too? Okay. What's the challenge? Okay. There could be some competition around you, for you. Some kind of, it feels more like competition with these two other energies here. The mature man is standing out from the crowd to me. The challenge, somebody's trying to fight for your attention and focus. The challenge, having also bedroom sexual fulfillment, intimacy, sensual pleasure, love affair, alone time, dream time, astral travel, and then the moon. This is the Lenormand, so the Lenormand moon is about fame and recognition, being recognized, being completely and wholly enjoyed, like your joy is part of their joy, recognized, standing out. Okay, what is your breakthrough for these energies? Yeah, it's the Uranus card. So this has to do with like electrifying, eccentric, drastic change, an epiphany, an idea, something that comes to you. It's like communication from Uranus. Well, it's the electric planet. It is something about communication from otherworldly. And what's going to happen is going to be kind of drastic, or it's going to feel otherworldly to you. It's like brilliance. I see brilliance. I see mental clarity and a genius mind. A genius mind. And the building blocks. 28. Okay, that number is associated with leadership. It would reduce to 10, which would be a 1, which leadership. And you're building, and so other people are watching how you build or as you build. This idea comes as the idea to build something and how to do it. Okay, it also has great fortune associated with it as part of the breakthrough. So whatever this energy is, like a breakthrough energy, that Uranus card. So it is associated also with great fortune here, which is a 26, which would reduce to an 8, which is your prosperity and achievement. And fortune is staying around. The path will be shown to you, judgment. The path will be shown to you. It will be like a awakening into a rebirth of you. I'm picking up rising from the ashes, also the phoenix, like rising again. Rising again. because it's time for this path. Have the snake as part of the breakthrough. It could be that we're no longer blind to the energies out there that may cause us harm, speak ill on us, slander us. That's what it means in the Lenormand deck. Now, if you want to look at the snake as like the Kundalini rising, it could be the knowledge, the information, the energy centers getting lit up and it rising. It can have something to do with that. Or healing energy as the snake sheds its skin, another layer is there. And then I have kerosene. It's going to be in a situation that once you get this idea, or once you realize who this snake is, then it could be like explosive. I think it's saying more that, because of the great fortune, I think it's really saying more that this idea is going to bring about a great path for you that's going to bring about just more knowledge and something kind of new. And it's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. Okay, so what's the strength that you've experienced loss before? You may have, see, I have the High Priestess in between the golden ships coming in and the sudden wealth. And then I also have the urn. And you know what it's like to gain sudden wealth? 777, 11. And you also know what it's like to lose. And you felt vulnerable going through all of those times, right? Especially when you're waiting on your golden ships to come in. You're waiting for fortune. But that's kind of what makes this different than the Great Fortune card. Is there's something about the Great Fortune versus sudden wealth that makes me feel like this is something planned, and just the power would be like divinely supported in the sense that it's going to stay a little bit more. So maybe going through this kind of some sort of loss that made you feel vulnerable. Could have had a setback where we made some money, and what made us feel vulnerable is we're waiting on this bigger and then experience a loss. And it could have been any type of loss, actually. And that could have been a setback just because of how it affects us. Okay, so your outcome, I have gavel, conviction, decisions made, important decision, and asserting yourself, I think, is the most important part. Of the marriage card, thoughts, and the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. This one in the book talks about a person that's having a business partnership with somebody, and they're exchanging goods, like commerce. And so it would represent like a new partnership. And I think this is very similar to justice energy here, where there's going to be contracts and partnerships changed with us because of deciding what you're no longer going to invest in, right? You may choose. Yeah, okay, so and it's like after carefully thinking and planning, it's looking over investments and saying, okay, I'm not going to give any more to this or that. So it could be an important decision made with a business partnership is what I'm getting. But I'm also being drawn to now this telepathic bond that you could have with somebody. So because this person on the card, they're like thinking of somebody else to the point of painting them on a canvas. Like they're intently thinking about them. Possibly somebody is really thinking about investing in you that has not yet. It could be part of this partnership to be built or to be formed. All right, what is your advice? Advice for Pisces. Okay, I have a new experience is unfolding. The new pearl, new experience is unfolding. I also have community. The yes card flew out. I have community. Okay, community, joining together with people from your soul group, your soul tribe. Seeing the higher perspective of this new experience being where if it's for the greater good of all, if the more people it affects, kind of like the more energy you can pull on its success. The salt of the earth, salt for healing. It also says hotel on the top. This is what I was meaning about. There might be some partnerships that are going, right? Okay, they may be the snake. Because this could represent gossip, people talking bad about you, but being part of a friend group, you know? And I'm not going to linger on that energy at all. I just know that it would be, your blinders would be taken off, and you would know who is not good for you, who's getting in the way of you getting more, that you deserve more, and that this influence or these energies are getting in the way from you not only having maybe a fulfilling new start in something with business, but also possibly a relationship, marriage. Yeah, okay, interesting. And then the main female is the female, feminine energy receiving. I also have the child, which is usually a metaphor. This thing that you're going to get this idea about, you've already started to work on. Okay, this is about adding something and expanding, and partnerships making it bigger. And I think that's what that represents. And then the yes card. So I really do I think that's definitely the message there. So the answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was just a different way to do it. So I hope you got a message there. Thanks for joining me, Pisces. Bye.